Hello and welcome to Canon Creates Derpy Superheroes. Derpy Superheroes. Dain Quentin Gore will be joining us momentarily. However, I want to get things started. We are going to make this an educational program. See, we want to reach out to our people. I want to reach out to my people, and these are what my people are. If you like Weird Al, Dr. Demento, if you know all of the lines to say at the screen during The Room or during Rocky Horror, if you like Spike and Mike, Devo, Sven Gulli, Kepi Gulli, MST3K, the magazines, Mad Magazine, Heavy Metal Magazine, Freaky Magazine, RPGs, comic books, They Might Be Giants. If you like the animation of Don Hertzfeldt, the sketch comedy of Mr. Show and the Muppets, if you like Qbert, Rayman, and Oddworld for your video gaming pleasure, then you are at the right place. You are one of our people, and there's probably a bunch of other things, Night Flight, that I haven't even mentioned yet. So I want this to be educational for you, as well as a showcase for derpy superhero ideas I've had. So I hear stuff going on right now. Let's see who's here, who's here, who's here, who's here. Okay. Oh, Dain is trying to get on. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Dain in here. Let's send him the invite. Here we go. Let's see if this will work. I'm not that great at technology, people. Let's see if this does it. All right. So, no doubt, Dain Quentin Gore will be here soon. And here's the derpy superhero that I want to share with you. This is a superhero I created in 6th grade, when I was in 6th grade. So, in the early 1990s, probably 1990 is when I created this, and then took it into high school. It's the Plunger King. Now, the Plunger King was a character that I didn't draw that much. Actually, my buddy Ryan Paul Johnson did buy a drawing of him that I did once. And here's what it looked like. Now, here's why I'm going to show you a live drawing of how I drew that Plunger King. A younger Plunger King, by the way. I've portrayed him as an old man as well. I want to show you the Plunger King because I run into my people a lot. People who love MST3K, people who love Devo, but they'll say to me, "Oh, I can't draw. I can't get into comics, but I can write. I write. I have story ideas. I've written lots of notes." But they're not willing to draw it. You watching right now, you will draw. So, Plunger King goes like this. I just make a circle. He's going to look to the side. I give it a little guideline that I draw lightly. I'll erase it later. And that shows where the nose and the bottom of the eyes will go. That also shows where the ears will go too. Ears, yeah. The ears, they touch that line where his eyes will go. It dripped a little bit below the eye line, but we got some style going on. Nose goes on the middle. Some squiggles in the ears. And then the eraser is also a good tool. In this case, it's going to be my finger. Oh no, I erased something I already drew. I'll just redraw it. Now, I get it. Drawing can be a pain in the butt, but you know what else is a pain in the butt? Having a story that never gets realized, or paying an artist to draw for you, and then they turn in results you don't like. So, there we go. Oh. Now, there we go. And then I just kind of touch up the parts that I messed up by erasing. Give him a little cheek there. Oh, that eyeball's too big. It's going to overlap. There we go. There's a portrait of the Plunger King. Now, that's very cartoony. That might not be to your artistic taste. Some of you have more serious swords and sorcery stories that you want to tell. So the Plunger King could easily get a little more realism to him. That's when you make it more of an oval. And that's Dain getting back with me, seeing if we can get him on the air. Oh, Dain is having a hard time coming online. Oh my goodness. Here, let's see what happens when I click that thing. Dain, can you see me now? Join us in the chat room. Let's see. I'm gonna. Dain, stuff at stuff dot stuff at stuff .net. Dain stuff .org. There we go. We're trying again. We're doing this for the first time like this. All right. Now, back on subject. Here we go. So you probably have a more kind of serious swords and sorcery story going on, and Plunger King's got to look a little more the part. This kind of Looney Tunes style, Simpsons style won't do it for your swords and sorcery story. So what I did was I added the eye line just like I did for him. But now I've got another line to show where the bottom of the nose goes and where the bottoms of the ears go. That'll get erased too. So the nose, give it 2 nostrils and a tip. Give the bridge of the nose there. Bridge of the nose connects to the eyebrows. Now I'm just making this up. I really hope I get my technology act together here so I can show you Dain Gore's artwork, some of what he's been working on. He is a spectacular artist. And then, of course, we erase our guidelines that have been bothering us, but have been guiding us before they've been bothering us. Then we can add a little cheekbone there. Again, make him Squiggles, add more squiggles, add a little shading there to add depth. There we go. Boom. Add little details here and there. Maybe a little thicker on the eyebrows there. Get the temples, wrinkles there. Add his crown jewels. There, and that's already a little more serious. We can even carve out the roundness that came with this initial shape and give him more of a jawline. And already we've got a more fantasy-based character here. Maybe more in the comic book style than in the animation style. So we have the Plunger King. Now he's ready to go. I've not been working that long, but I already have 2 portraits of the Plunger King. That's Dain again. And we're going to see if my... Oh no! Let's chat on Hangouts. Then what happens then? Okay. Oh no. He's not able to get in. He's not able to get in. Okay. Does this work on cell phones? People, leave your comments below. Help us, artists, be technology people. All right. We're going to see if we can get him to bring some of his miniatures that he's been painting lately. They have been most excellent. So if you have any questions for us, leave them in the chats or in the comments section. I would love to hear what you have to ask. So here we go. I'm going to set it up so I can see if you're commenting. Okay, now I can see if you're commenting. All right, so what we have next to the neck is what's called the trapezius muscle. So that's these lines right here. That's the trapezius muscle. I'm giving him a little bit of a royal robe right now. And I could get some collarbone and pectoral action there. His shoulder would be underneath there. That'll be his bicep and tricep. Elbow with a forearm. Getting a fist in there. It's a little shiny. Well, what's this? Oh. It's a plunger. It's okay. Overlap happens, people. That's why we pencil things before we ink them. Boom. Boom. Rib cage. Part of his back being overlapped by his front. Give him that 6-pack of abs. Oh gosh, you guys. We have one derpy superhero in the Plunger King. Got another fist here. The great thing about hands is I'm drawing with hands, so if I'm ever confused as to what the hands are supposed to look like, I just look down at them. Hips. Then we've got his bathing suit area. We got some legs coming out there. We'll put a belt there. Why not? Now, this is not a finished piece of work. This is just a sketch. I think he gets more royal regalia than that, but in just a short amount of time, you could be showing a work of art that you've made on your own. The Plunger King, not perfect, whiteboard madness, but hey, whatevs. All right, I'm going to try Dain Gore's link. Boom, boom. Okay. Did your there he is. There's Dain Gore. I don't know if YouTube can see this, but I can see Dain. All right. Let's see. How do I go about sharing this beautiful thing I see? Dain Gore's face to YouTube. Oh, there's a way. Dain is here, everybody. All right, all right, all right. Screen share. That's how we're going to do it. My entire screen. Share it. Oh, that went down a rabbit hole. But anyway, here. Since it's sharing a screen, here we go. We should be sharing Dain Gore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dain Gore. There he is. Yes, we can see you. But let me click back to you. Let's see you. Yes, we see you. Hello. Okay, I can't hear you, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn something on. I don't know what. Some kind of microphone. But hey, while you're there, since we can see you and we can't hear you, show us some of your minis paintings. I see some paints in the backgrounds for your miniatures, so let's check it out. Yeah, we can't hear you, so go ahead and show us some of your artwork. All right, this is Dain Gore. We are bad at technology, both me and Dain. But however, he is a master painter. You guys need to check this out. All right. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that. That is amazing. And this just started as a hobby when he's a 10-year-old kid, and he's just kept with it. So your hobbies that you had when you were 10 years old, what were they? How can you use them to your advantage? All right, so yeah, that was an epic painting there. Oh, I don't know if I can. That was an epic painting there.
Hold on.
Okay, I hear you.
I don't know.
I hear you.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, I hear you.
My fault.
When did that happen?
I pressed the button.
Oh, okay.
I hear you.
Let me see if I can do the headphones really quick.
Yep. My fault. I pressed the button.
Okay, just a second. What was
Oh yeah, we've got this thing going. Yeah, get your earphones on, man. Oh, America.
Oh,
You're
yeah, we've
so
got this thing going. Yeah, get your earphones on, man. Did you bamf for 15 minutes?
Oh, I drew the Plunger King.
Nice.
So,
what's the backstory?
oh, he is so good at plunging that he became the king of it. He can plunge any toilet.
So good at plunging that he became the king of it. Sorry.
Plunge any toilet.
I have to reconnect my headphones now.
Cool. In the meantime, here's the animation version.
I can't find where my headphones are.
All right, we'll just annoy the people with our echo. All right, we'll just annoy the people with our echo.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, finally. Okay, I don't know what did we do that worked. I don't even know what the process was.
Yes. I pushed a button. Pretty much. I pushed a button. Pretty much.
Do you see the video at all?
I see you.
Hello?
Hello. I see you.
Hey, you reappeared. Okay. Okay,
I
let
see
me
you.
show you some more things I'm working on.
Right on.
Hello. Not done. I see you. This one's not done. It's a giant. I see you. So it's a giant miniature. Get it?
Yeah. Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. So these are pieces right now. So for these larger ones, I have to put together a little tray. Kind of a weird video. I don't know if it's showing very much, but
It froze a little bit.
oh, okay. They're all a bunch of little pieces.
Do you paint by the piece, or do you put them together whole and paint them that way?
Well, for those bigger pieces, for those bigger miniatures, I usually do it in separate pieces, or if it's really detailed.
Okay. All right. So that's a lesson to everyone out there, is to not take on something so big, but maybe do it one piece at a time.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm also working on a horse for my sister. It's supposed to be.
Oh, nice. That's pretty great.
Lighter colors on top.
Okay. So
We're going from dark to
you go from dark to light with the darkest stuff at the base, and then you flesh it out with the lighter colors at the very end.
which with a horse, you know, you got the flesh underneath, so it's not necessarily going to be like all the way to black unless it's like a stallion or something.
Sure.
But the whiter horses, even if you start with a gray, it might not look as natural because you can see the skin underneath the fur.
Yeah.
So that's where learning about layering is really important.
Yeah, and again, layering allows you to not take on the whole thing all at once, but you can just do a layer, let it rest, then do another layer, and so on.
Yep.
And
from
and if from general to specific, I love that. If someone wanted to take on comics, they could do it even just one panel at a time. Say like you start with a 4-panel page, start with the big shapes like I did here, get the shapes on the page, then get into detail later.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the perfect example of what you're doing right there. Those are all separate shapes, and then that way you can actually see the overall proportions and everything like that.
Yeah.
Ahead of time, before you've made your decisions on where the details go.
Yeah, exactly. That way you have less erasing to do later.
Yep, and for the whiteboard, erasing's pretty easy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I also have my students, I have them tone the entire paper with a gray first, and then erase out the highlights, and then add the shadows with the darker.
Oh, nice.
So that way they can really think about the value already. They're already committed to good toning. Well, I kind of can get in the weeds about explaining the technical part of that, but basically, I think a lot of people starting out when they have this white piece of paper, it's really intimidating. So I think it kind of releases some of that stress.
Oh, sure. Makes the paper less intense, makes the paper less that white void that people tend to dread sometimes.
Yeah, the emptiness. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a solid value, and it's all charcoal, because with charcoal you can manipulate at that.
Oh, yeah. I love how malleable that can be. You're layering highlights, Yeah. Yeah, so you're thinking of your big idea first. You're going into your details, your shadows, your highlights. And then before you know it, you're moving on to your next one.
Okay. Oh, do we have any callers?
I don't know. Do we?
On line one. Do we actually have any anybody that like?
I turned off the window that let me see the comments because it was causing an echo.
Oh, close the window?
Yeah, I closed the window that let me see the comments because it was causing an echo.
Oh, okay. So we'll just see them later then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, if you have any questions, I'll answer them later.
Yeah, oh, that's a good question. We could just make them up. That's a really good question.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't thought about Mark Rothko like that before. Yeah, he paints the whole canvas one color and then he adds the fields onto it later. Good question.
Yeah, the layers, right?
It works for abstract art too. You're absolutely correct.
Probably like thin layers. I think they were called washes with thin. I didn't really study Rothko.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't draw or don't paint because they're intimidated. But really, what we're trying to hit home is start small. Like you could start with a miniature from a game like what you have. Then go with the broad strokes on that miniature. Or if you want to start small, you could do like we're doing right now, not an entire issue of a comic book, but maybe 4 pages that can get included in an anthology.
Work your way up to that.
That can work out.
Well, speaking of small to big, I can show you another example.
Absolutely, please.
It's still small, but it's bigger than those miniatures. It's a custom toy that I made. Well, painted. I shouldn't say I made that. I didn't make the sculpture.
You didn't do the sculpt. This is miniature painting, which is an art form unto itself.
It's kind of its own thing. In a way, you're collaborating with the sculptor, but it's an anonymous conversation you're having with that sculptor. So this is a Mooney. If anybody has ever heard
Oh, yeah.
this right here.
Oh, I love it. Mega Man.
Mega Man. I'm glad you recognized it.
Oh, that is so good.
Have a little vignette on the back with system, and in the Nintendo system, you can actually see the game.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of him fighting a boss there. That windy one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yellow Devil. I remembered that name just very recently. So I did this a long time ago, but this is a much larger scale, of course.
Yeah.
Still very small in comparison to most paintings I do. But whenever I do the larger paintings, but lately I haven't been doing traditional canvas. Painting these little creatures.
Yeah, show us the ings. Describe your thinking there.
They are somewhere between paintings and puppets is the best way for me to describe it. I keep thinking that there's a shadow casting right over my eyes, so I'm just going to take off my glasses. Now I can't see very well. It's the trade-off. These guys are made out of foam core and acrylic. And I cut out the acrylic, so you can just see the back is just. I mean, I cut out the foam core. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. I'm trying to do several things at once that I'm not used to doing.
Yeah.
This is magic of television.
Me too, yeah.
There's a metal piece attached to it with the hanger.
Yep.
So guys can hang on the walls. And they kind of act like somewhere between a painting and a puppet. And there's a bunch of them on my website, a lot bigger ones.
And that foam core is material that architects will use to cut and build their model buildings before they get into real construction.
Yeah, exactly.
So if anyone's wondering about that material, it's that kind of styrofoam and paper combo that Dain is working with there. And it takes to the paint really well, which is why Dain was right to use that. It's way more sturdy than paper and styrofoam when it's like that. And when he links it up together, it becomes something that's a hybrid painting puppet. It's an ing. Yeah. While you're going there, here's something I made for our next puppet show.
Oh, it's the pigeon!
Yeah. I got a stick for him.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that show.
Yeah, me too. It's updated, yeah. Ooh, we got RuPaul. Nice.
Right.
There we go. And look at that. You've got some mechanics in there to make his mouth move.
That's right.
See, look at that.
So that's technically still a puppet, but I made it the same way that I make these other pieces. These 2D pieces that are I have one out. Oh, here it is. This one's got a lot more pieces to it than a lot of the others do.
Oh yeah, there we go. Trogdor, the Burninator. Look at that. There we go. And when it's that close, we can see some of the brads acting as joints there.
Exactly. Yes.
And this is good for you filmmakers out there. This is another technique you could use if you have a really fantastic or absurd or crazy story that needs some fantastic, crazy, absurd characters. This is something you can do on a lighter budget if you can't swing the CGI, this is something you can do, and it's probably going to be a lot more fun too. Look at all that. Look at that. That is a lifetime of painting right there.
And then there's some other pieces here. This is
Oh, there we go.
like
Look at that beast.
Moloch.
Moloch the beast. Oh yeah, the Tyrannoraptor, so epic. There he is, the Tyrannoraptor with a saddle, ready for you know who to take a ride. There you go. Yep, yep. The leg and the mouth move.
Yep. So those were some of my well, the dinosaur especially was one of my first pieces I made. That was film for it, and the idea was that I realized I made one piece for an art show that was science show, and it's buried underneath a stack of other things, unfortunately, at the moment. But it was for a show that was like an homage to signage and like Vegas, like the Vegas signs that were all ostentatious and everything.
Oh yes.
And there used to be a bunch of Phoenix, and it was kind of like an homage to like that past. And I did one that was it was like a combination of Bill Johnson's Big Apple and Past Visual. And I showed it at the Punk Show. I'm gonna see if I can just get it out today. Better to show than tell. Especially with visual stuff. Right? Look.
Of course.
Okay. So the one thing is, unfortunately, one of the things about my art is for some reason I tend to like paint a lot, and they always snag on things because of that.
Oh, right.
If they stack them together, they all stuck together because of that. This seems to be something one of the trademarks of my artwork. Okay, I managed to get in. Let me get some better light.
Oh, there we go. Look at that beast.
That was the first piece I made that was an aim. I didn't know that's what it was at the time, of course.
Right.
One. And I actually spent quite a bit of time on it since it was the first time I'd ever made anything like it. And put all the pieces together like a puzzle. Didn't really know how they were going to actually come out at the time. So I was really happy with the way it came out.
It came out great.
I hadn't done really any planning at all, and I did it from 1 sheet of foam core.
Nice.
Oh, any questions for me, Tommy?
Let me turn on the echo machine again. We'll see if there's any questions.
Just read them. You can just read them to me real quick, and then we can turn it off or something.
All right. Any questions? Oh, we have Brandon Dwyer saying, only I can't hear Dain. Thank you, Brandon. Okay. The rest of the world could hear you. I was the only one who couldn't hear you. It was, and they hear me acting like the grandpa going, what? Speak up. I can't hear you. Yeah, I'm working on technology, Dain. We both are. And that's a beautiful thing.
What?
We're working on technology.
Something about that though is that it's not that we don't know how to do it. It's that you have to do it a very specific way.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see any of your invites until all of a sudden I just thought, somebody wants to hang out with them. And it was like, that's what I've been waiting for this whole time. And it never showed up until it just decided to.
Oh, okay.
That's things about technology that it seems like people only notice they're not working when it's people that are older. So it must be because they're old. No, it's because sometimes it really does just not want to agree with you. lecturing and demoing without any technology is possible. Most I would do in the class is say examples of student work or whatever, in the projector.
Yeah.
Maybe a PowerPoint, and you know, I used to do that more in my color theory classes. Because a little bit harder to show you, like, oh, these colors, like these purples and these greens go well together. Harder to demo that every single time.
Yeah.
Especially in some cases where got a lot of students, a lot more than even 18 students. I taught like classes of 32 students. You kind of have to just project it.
Yeah.
And I always, the thing that always made me the most nervous, and the thing that took the most time, is just setting up the projector to be a 5-minute.
Right? Yeah, that's the nerve-wracking part.
Yeah, you know, like all the cables have to be there, and all the pieces, every single thing. It has nothing to do with how good you are at technology. If you don't have all the cables, you will not be able to do anything. That's one of the reasons I don't like using it a lot. You know, trying something new, experimenting, right?
Yeah.
When you get good at it, how many of these have you done?
This is my first one.
Oh, okay.
This is my first one doing a group chat on YouTube. Yeah. We actually got the thing rolling. It popped up. And you're using your phone? Yep. Oh, right. Duh. That's me being Grandpa Tommy again.
No.
That's right. It's technology, not us. I'm not the problem. Well, I have a puppet show coming up that I am now cutting out a pigeon for. You're in that too. We're in it together. So we have that project coming up. I'm going to stick it to a stick. And we're going to have other things happen too. You're just going to have to come to the Great Arizona Puppet Theater this weekend to see what that's all about. Next weekend? Oh, next weekend. Oh my. Oh, yeah, I'm confirming that with my calendar. I just earned a week. You're so right, Dane. Oh man, I'm not days away from needing this to be done. I'm a week and a half away from needing this to be done. What the crap? Oh man, I have to think it's the future more often. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Okay, what is it? Ooh. I'm trying to get more involved in doing the miniature stuff. And make more of an effort about doing commissions and letting people know that I do other things. Just the painting version me. I've been painting miniatures just as longer than I've been painting. Yeah, you've been painting them since you were 10. 12. A child since childhood.
So, and the only reason I know that is because when I look back at the, uh, 1988 was the year that the Skeleton Horde came out. That was a game changer for me because they were all plastic miniatures.
Oh,
They were
nice.
like little model kits. And when I thought of them as little model kits instead of these red things, that you're grown up to paint those.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was already transitioning into plastic. And they were gonna, so fascinated with this whole idea of, well, if you're building those model kits, you can kind of build them however you want. They're all different pieces. So I built a bunch of them and all these weird poses and everything. I still have them in my collection. Matter of fact, I have one right here.
Let's see it.
And this is what I painted this when I was 12.
Look at that.
The light is casting, so I'm going to turn.
That looks pretty good from what I could see of it.
So, and I'm getting a lot of glare. But
Yeah, we get the idea there.
Kind of adjusting.
Pretty good, but we can definitely see that while you had talent, you've definitely put in the work to develop that talent into a skill.
So yeah, just putting in a lot of the hours and hours and hours, and picking up a lot of shortcuts. I think shortcuts are really I don't know, underemphasized,
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, that's how you actually learn how things how they actually occupy space, basically.
seriously, those of you who are hesitant about starting with art, there are so many shortcuts and cheats. Like, I can't tell you for my big break how many times I've printed a picture of a photo of the inside of a diner that Phil used to work at and just traced it into the comic book as a drawing. Projections, tracing, just plain old photo reference, whatever gets the job done, like, use it. It's still drawing. You're still putting pencil to paper. Yeah, he did lots of collages. Yeah, he was a multimedia artist in those superhero comics.
But I think that was part of it initially.
Yeah. I mean, so much of that was built to save time, and then once they realized they'd opened Pandora's box, then they got creative with it. I mean, once Jack Kirby saw the potential of his collage work, not just as a time saver, but as something he could use to express something really cosmic, then he just dove in. I don't know how much Doctor Strange he drew. I know he pretty much drew everything. I know that was a big Steve Ditko thing.
But. Yeah, it was more Ditko, right? And I need to really study that. Because, I know Kyle
our mutual friend.
Also an accomplished artist, since high school.
Yeah.
And got him connected with you and Phil Haldeman.
We should get him on this.
That would be great. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could even get like a panel with a moderator or something. Great. But he, where was I going with that? Oh, he told me a long time ago that my art
I can see it.
I've always kind of thought about that, but never really studied it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it must be because he did so much Doctor Strange, you know, like the swirling masses and that kind of thing, like the abstracted background. But,
yeah. He was also unafraid to make unusual human figures too. Mm-hmm. He was kind of fearless with that, especially in the portrayal of Peter Parker. when he would draw the early issues of Spider-Man, he would really kind of make him a lanky, nerdy kind of looking guy. A little, he pushed a little bit of exaggeration in there just to kind of emphasize the nerdiness of Peter Parker. So I think you have that in your art as well. I think you have that in your art as well as Steve Ditko did in the figure drawing.
Okay, so that brings up an interesting point. Because yeah, for sure, I've always been interested as long as I've known in the whole notion of physiognomy. So in other words, like the physique kind of belies the character trait.
Yeah.
It used to be a pseudoscience, but now it's used in pretty much every art style.
Yeah.
Any character that has any kind of quirk to it, they'll have a different body type associated with their quirk very often. That's something I think I'll always be interested in my depictions of anything.
So
interesting life drawing too.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the caricature side of life drawing.
Yeah, if we were to make Plunger King get cast with an evil spell, that's how you make someone evil. You give them their, and then make them thick on the ends.
Yeah, something as simple as that, right? And again, see that? Okay, so that's another point, right? That's
Total hack. Yep.
There's all sorts of art hacks to get to where you need to get to. It's really about what you do with it personally.
Oh yeah, and there are times when you're drawing and you just can't help to have your own personal spin on it too.
So, did you want to talk about writing as well?
Yes, I'm going to save that for a future episode, but do you have any last words before we disconnect here?
We definitely need to do this more often. Probably a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared too. Yeah. And now that we know how to kind of sort of connect, we'll be better at this faster. Yeah, I'll tell people to kind of just go to the halfway part of the video and watch from there. Skip the technical glitches, yeah. All right, Dain. Cool. All right, good to see you, man.
You too.
All right. You too. Good night. Bye. All right, I'm trying to end this. How do I end this now?